Hey, today I'm gonna show you. In my last video, someone commented,
Please make full tutorial set character animation.
so here it is. If you're watching this, sorry for the delay, but now I'm back with the ultimate guide to character animation. From making your own character to creating super smooth transitions, hand and neck movements like magnet, media, and lots of masterpiece effects to level up your animations. And guess what? We're doing all this without using After Effects. Let's jump in. First, we need some characters to make our character. I mean, PNGs. I use FreePic to get PNGs. Just go to FreePic and search for whatever you want, like this. Choose an image and download it. Hold on. Before downloading, click this Remove Background button to get the image in PNG format. Now download it. You can download more images to make your own character pack for easy use. Next part, adding a logo or face to it. You can use Photoshop, but if you don't have it, try Photop. It's free and online. I showed how to make characters in Photop in my last video. You can watch that. Today, I'll use Photoshop, but it's an old version because my PC is a small one. Open Photoshop, create a new file, and open your character image. Now, place your avatar. To make it a circle, select the ellipse tool. Drag from the top left corner to the bottom right corner while holding the Shift key. Right-click and select Inverse, or press Ctrl. Shift-I. Press Delete to crop it, then press Ctrl T to adjust the size and place it anywhere you want. I prefer to match it to the head, and character modeling is finished. Now open CapCut for animation. First, import your background image and character, then add them to the timeline. Now comes your favorite part, keyframing. Select the character layer and move 15 frames forward. Add a keyframe and adjust your character's size to match the final video. Then, go back to the first keyframe. You can add a slight rotation, around 5 to 10 degrees, and decrease the scale a little to make the movement smoother. After that, drag your character down until it's no longer visible in the preview box. The result looks like this.
It's so boring.
Okay, I can fix it. Right-click on the character clip and select Keyframe Animation. You'll see multiple options like MCQ choices on paper. The right answer is Y. Click on Y, and a graph will open. Click on the second keyframe. Then click the second button at the top of the graph to activate the Bezier handle. Drag the handle to the left to create a curve. Now, click on the first keyframe, activate the handle again, and drag it to the right, but not too far. Make sure the curve looks smooth. The result?
Better than first, but still kind of boring.
Okay. Let's add some wiggle and swing effects. Go to the 1 second mark and add a third keyframe. Move forward another 15 frames and add a fourth keyframe. Now click on the second keyframe and drag the right handle slightly downward. Click on the third keyframe, activate the handle, and drag it down just a little, smaller than the second one. After that, right-click on the character clip and select Hide Keyframe Animation to clean up the view. For the swing effect, select the third and fourth keyframes and adjust the rotation by a few degrees if you want. Finally, right-click on the character clip and select Make Compound Clip. Add motion blur, setting it around 20 for a smoother finish. And that's the final result. How was that?
Still boring.
Smooth transition part done. Now, let's talk about how to make hand and head movements using keyframes. First, we need two main ingredients, a background image and a character PNG. But don't worry about spending time searching for the perfect background and matching character, because we have AI to do that for us. Go to ChatGPT and type in the image idea you want. I'll add my image prompt in the description. ChatGPT will then generate a prompt for creating your image. Next, head over to Leonardo AI and click on Try Flow State. If you prefer the classic mode, you can select that instead. I like to use flow state mode. Now, paste your prompt into the box and set the ratio to 16:9. Click Generate, and within seconds, your image will be ready for download. I'll use this image as an example. Next, we need to separate the layers into the background and the character. First, go to the Remove BG website and upload your image. It will automatically remove the background from your image. After that, go to the Cleanup Pictures website and upload the same image. Select the eraser tool and draw over the character until it is fully covered. Now, you have a clean background image. Download it and you're ready for the next step. Now, mission animation started. Import the background image and character to CapCut and drag them to the timeline. Adjust their size to match the video. Now click on the character clip and select the mask option. Then click on the mirror button. Next, rotate it around to 90 degrees and adjust the size and position so the hands of the character are not visible. Right. Now click on the character clip and press Ctrl C and then press Ctrl V. This will duplicate it. Select the second character clip and go to the mask tab. This time, select the horizontal tool. Turn it around to -90 degrees and position it to connect the hand to the body. Now click on the second character clip and make it a duplicate again. Go to the mask tab and drag this to the right side, turning it around to 90 degrees. Position it the same way as the left hand. Okay, now go down and select the first character layer. Make it a duplicate. Next, click the I button on the other 3 character layers. Now, right-click on this layer and select Make Compound Clip. Go to the Mask tab and select the horizontal box. Rotate the line to -180 degrees and move it near the neck of the body. so the head is not visible. Now select the first character layer and click the eye tool. Right-click on the layer and make it a compound clip. Next, go to the Mask tab again and click the horizontal box. Drag this line near the head to connect the head with the character. Now go to the top and click the eye button of the two layers. Okay, now we can move the body parts. Head, hand, and body. Next, click the top layer and add a keyframe on the first frame. Now rotate it around to 15. You can see the hand is moving, but the hand is separated from the body. Move it and connect it to the body. Do the same thing to the hand. Go to the first frame and keyframe, rotate it around to -15, and connect it to the body. Go to the bottom character layer. It should be the head part. Add a keyframe on the first frame and rotate the head to match your preference. Next, go to the top layer and drag the playhead to the 1 second frame. You can count the frames on this little box. Add a keyframe to the hand on the 1 second mark and make the rotation to 0. Connect it to the body. Do the same again for the other hand. Add a keyframe on the 1 second frame, rotate, and connect to the body. Go to the bottom character layer and add a keyframe around the 1 second frame and change the rotation to 0. Go to the 2 second frame and rotate the head to the other side. Do the same for the hand layers. You can adjust the keyframe position to change the speed of movement. Next, right-click on the top layer and select Keyframe Animation, and select the X-axis. Select all keyframes by dragging the selector and click this little box. Select the Quad Ease option. Add the same for all keyframed character layers. Now select all character layers and make a compound clip. Next, add motion blur. I added some effects like hazy to the background, vignette, and rebound swing for all layers for more interesting visuals. This is the final result. Finally, let's move on to create this face expression change effect, just like Magnate's media. I take a screenshot of this shot, then upload it to ChatGPT and ask for a prompt like this. Write a prompt for this image, but I don't want any glowing elements, just the boy and the old vintage-style wooden house background. Then ChatGPT will generate a prompt for me. I use Flow State in Leonardo AI to create the image. I choose this image, and next, I separate the layers into the background and character, just like I did before. Next, move to Photoshop. Open the boy PNG, go to the filter menu, and select Liquify. Adjust the brush settings like this. Now, you can change the face by drawing over it like this. I made him look smile. Okay, I think he's happy now. Next, I save it and make another one. This time, I make him look sad. Now, go to CapCut. Import the background image and boy images. Drag them onto the timeline. Next, I go to the 2 second frame and select all the boy image layers while holding the Control key. Then, I split it using Control V and press backspace to cut this part. Next, I drag and place these images in one layer. Adjust the background length to match the character layer length. Now, go to the Transition tab and head to the Overlay section. Choose the Mix option and drag it to the split point between the clips. I adjust the mix to 5. Now the face is changing smoothly, but the video still feels boring. So I add some effects like edge glow, chromatic quirk, and rebound swing. Finally, I add a hazy effect. This is the final result. Alright, this is the outro. I think you learned about character animation and some new tricks. If you enjoyed this and didn't fall asleep halfway through, hit those buttons under the video. Okay, now you can go.